Hello guys, Frankie Day here. Okay fellas, for today's video is going to be a new build I'll be doing right here. I shut down my U-control and rubber powered flying and also my sailing. Old man Winter's trying to get here the best he can any way he can, and it's getting cold and chilly. So now it's time for me to do some video time and beat and bench time. So I'm going to do a more subtle, more relaxing build than flying around these hectic U-control airplanes all day long and sailing boats and tugboats. Okay guys, I mentioned last night in a video what I've been doing and everything, and still alive. I was toying with the idea. I've never built this kit before. This is an old kit back in the 1950s that I got, and it's the Bluejacket kit of the USS Ward, Aaron Ward, Reuben James, Campbellton, whatever there is. It's a flush deck known as a four-piper destroyer by Bluejacket. It's an old kit, very ancient. And I had this kit for a long time, so I decided it's time for me to build it. I never built a four-piper destroyer other than the Revell USS Aaron Ward or Buchanan, whoever it was they had. And I think I did a video of that. But this here's going to be the first four-piper I built, especially out of wood and metal and such. And I've been working on the hull for a couple of days on it. Got it pretty well shapened up per plans, and ready for the portholes and the screws and the finishing and get onto the superstructures, which will be very simple in this here kit. Anyway guys, this is the Bluejacket destroyer. You got to excuse the condition of these instruction spells. The mice got a hold of these. They're pretty hungry. It shows you how long I've had this kit. I had it for years, since boyhood. And so I've got a lot of these old kits I got, you know, that I had for years. I buy them, collect them, put them in the stash pile, let them be tour for a while in years. The box comes about 4 feet long. And you can see that the kit itself will look like when it's all done. This is a typical four-piper destroyer. This is Bluejacket. The box is very ancient. It comes with 3 sets of plans. It's got the builder's plans on it, and also a detail set of plans there. It shows you what kind of detail you can build to incorporate in the kit. Okay guys, going back to the four-piper destroyers, the United States Navy, these were actually a post-World War I destroyers that were laid in mothballs until the event of war. And so they've been sitting around for about 20 years. A lot of them were pressed into service pretty much before the 20 years internment was over with. And such examples was the USS Ward, USS Aaron Ward, USS Buchanan. And I think 50 of these four-pipers were given to England for the Lend-Lease program. I think one was the HMS Campbellton, which it blew up the docks, ammo docks out there in Azir. And so it was short-lived by that, and it was expendable. The United States Navy built these things back in 1919, just after World War I. The First World War was over with probably in the fall of 1918, and so these were built, which came in late in the war. They actually weren't used in the First World War. They're post-World War. By 1919, their hulls were laid. The Navy needed a few hundred such examples of these things. These things are like peas in a pod, you know. None of them were built exactly precisely like the other. They somewhat differ. But the hulls and the main general arrangement of the ship itself was classified as a flush deck or four-piper destroyer. Very easy to look at. It was a very easy kit to build too as well. What I'm going to build is probably going to be, I was toying with you, the USS Ward, the one that fired the first shot at Pearl Harbor. Or this could be a 1919 dockside model as it was designed during the launching of these vessels. And So I'm kind of toying with an idea. I'll just go ahead and make this thing during its launching of 1919, and go from there. I might change my name. I might be able to change it as I go along, but I'm going to quite sure. I've got this kit here. I'm going to go ahead and probably make it the arrangement as was the launch in 1919. Four Piper destroyers. They were very ancient compared to the Navy at World War II, because they were actually one of the first destroyers that we ever had, and it had a lot of them laying in mothballs, so use them. They were very well used, and they did their job pretty good. They're very successful during the war. The USS Ward was the first one of the first flush deckers that was they used at Pearl Harbor. It was out there doing security runs along the channel out there, and there was a tug called the USS Condor, and it radioed to the USS Ward. They spotted a periscope right about a mile offshore from the channel. So it needed to be investigated immediately to find out if this is friend or foe. And it was restricted waters at the time, fellas. I mean, nothing was allowed in there. It was all military zone. And so, sure enough, it was one of the Japanese submarines, that the midget submarines that were used to go into Pearl Harbor and help sink the battle line. But a lot of them got off course. A lot of them sunk because they had a lot of problems with the compass. And then, of course, the midget sub that the USS Ward sunk was coming up the surface to get his bearings, and found out he was sighted, so he went for an emergency dive, and the USS Ward came along and fired a 4-inch salvo into the conning tower. So it probably rang like a bell inside there, and probably killed everybody inside there. So actually it sunk 1,200 feet deep pretty quick. And the USS Ward was the first ship that fired the first shot in anchor at Pearl Harbor, and she was lately redesignated as a fast assault carrier. She's used as an amphibious assault transport, fast transport. A lot of these four Pipers were actually sticking from the World War II at the middle of the war. They had no use for them. So that's when the Fletcher class came along, and the Somers and the Gearing and the rest came along. And so these destroyers were very ancient. They're flush deck, all weather, very wet boats. These things are very wet. And this is a good kit, guys. And we'll come and take a look at the hull so far, how much got done on. So I will progress as I go along with some of the builds I need to finish up as well. Okay, fellas, take a little gander at the USS Aaron Ward. We can get a little closer here in view here. It's 40 inches in length from stem to stern. You see how big my hand is on, so it's pretty long. I got the fantail all. It was a big old block of wood. I had to shape up the stern by using using files. Make sure it's all evenly sanded well, and using a file board, come across and shape it out like this. So I'm going to take rid of this hull. So this hull's not ready to be painted yet. I got to mark porthole locations where to put the portholes at, and also the locations of the miscellaneous items. There's a shot of the bow. We'll get a little closer there. She had a very knife edge shaped bow that these devils had. These were very nice destroyers for their time, and then they served the United States Navy quite well, because that's all we had at the time. Okay, guys, well, I'll swing the camera back to yours truly here and finish up the video here. So anyway, guys, that's how I'm be toying with right now. So I'll be a series of videos on this. And I'll probably come over here and finish up some of the stuff I got started previously, which should have been done a long time ago. I got myself lost in modeler syndrome. That's a disease by us modelers. You build one, put it aside, build another one, put it aside. Pretty soon you got a whole bunch like I got now. So I got myself shoved in the corner between a hard spot and a rock. But they will be finished, fellas. They will be finished. I guarantee you that. Once I get started, get into it and everything like that, I'll get it done in no time. So right now I'm concentrating on this new build here. This is going to be Bluejacket USS Aaron Ward DD-247 circa 1919. And it might even be the USS Ward, I don't know, but I'm going to go stick with my gun, so it's going to be pre-World War II. So that's what I'll be doing right now, fellas, on the video-wise, and I hope you guys enjoyed me flying that darn Stearman around. That plane has been flying a long time. I never crashed it. That landing I did was kind of rough, but didn't hurt it though. I kind of wore the propeller a little bit. I'll tell you one thing is bad about this, about the Stearman out there, is it don't have a very good glide to it, because it's being a biplane and as heavy as it is. And so when the engine goes, buddy, you're committed to land that thing the best way you can, any way you can. You don't got no control of it. So I always tell when it starts sputtering, I get it at a very low altitude. That way when it quits, it's going to be a soft landing. But that first thing I did, somehow it just died on me. And I was about 30 feet in the air. So I came down like real quick, I pulled it out and kind of hit the main gear pretty hard, but it didn't hurt nothing. So it's pretty tough airplane. It's been over dozens of flights, and so I got a bunch more like that I was flying. So enough of that, guys. I pretty well weeded out the aircraft. So I want to concentrate on my 310 destroyer right here. She's 310 feet long. These flush deck destroyers they're relatively very small, opposed to the Fletchers and the Sommers and the Livermore and the Glees class. So that's what's shaking, guys. And so hopefully I have a video tomorrow of the progress done on this. So I'm going to go ahead and do some more sanding and some more shaping. I got to compare them on the plans on the tin plates on the hull station, see everything's there. And I marked my center line on the hull, so I can use that to take measures from the plans as that on the model. Okay, guys, that's another thing I'll be doing right now. So time to get out of here right now, fellas. And I got ship's work to do, and I got to go to the store and take care of Mama-san and turn to continue ship's work. Okay, guys, I'd like to thank everybody out there for tuning in, and God bless every one of you guys out there and all the commenters. I'm very touched to my heart, from my keel to my foretop. I'm sorry I really haven't replied to a lot of your guys' comments, but I'll get there. And it's in my heart. I know you guys, so please excuse me. I just been too darn busy. So at my age, I keep it going all the time because, like the old saying, a body in motion stays in motion. That's me. Because the minute I hit that couch, don't want to do nothing, is going to be a death of me. So all these model airplanes and all these builds and all these videos, you great fellows out there, keep me alive. Okay, guys, again, this is Frankie Day checking out right now. We'll catch you guys on the next video. So the topic of this video is Bluejacket Destroyer USS Aaron Ward build introduction. Okay, guys, make Mama-san happy always. Happy modeling. Please subscribe. Thank you very much, guys out there. We'll catch you on the next video, so stay tuned for that one. Bye, fellas. God bless you guys.